as well without a single survivor remaining. Even the ones who were critically injured weren't let go, swords slashing into or stabbing them without question. The viciousness of these men without escape caused even Ganger to shrug his shoulders. Richard had prepared a fireball, but it turned out to be of no use. He jumped down, casting a feather fall spell as he fell gracefully to the ground. A loud commotion rang out from the central and side towers at that moment, with large numbers of guards marching out. They were all disheveled, some even unarmed, but their sheer numbers would still give them an overwhelming advantage. The 5 prisoners were gasping rapidly, huddled close to each other. Every one of them was injured to some extent, but that only increased their ferocity. They glared at their former comrades with bloodshot eyes, holding firmly onto the steel swords in their hands. Flozan walked out of the dark at that moment, healing spells already falling onto the 2 most severely hurt of the lot. Although the warriors were surprised, it served to be a huge boost to their morale. Richard was already floating in midair. He infused mana into his voice, screaming loudly, "Kill all who dare resist." The voice engulfed the entire manor, leaving the charging guards startled. They slowed down involuntarily, but soon they were pushed forward by the waves behind them. Their battle cries this time were exceptionally fierce, as if hoping to boost their own valor. Richard walked out of the crowd with his right arm raised, waving out a signal. A sudden, sharp hiss rang through the night sky, as a piercing arrow nailed one of the guards on the front lines dead to the ground. Richard pushed his hand down, spawning 4 brutal boars in front of him. These creatures were all blessed by Flozan the moment they emerged. 4 huge shadows galloped into enemy ranks, leaving them a huge mess. One of the boars had sunk its teeth into the waist of an unlucky chap during the charge, raising him up into the sky to the tune of piercing screams. Ganger was so excited that his face was flushed red. He rushed out of the crowd, exclaiming, "My axe can't!" But at that exact moment, a loud cry rang out near him as an attack of blazing energy rushed past him. The fireball moved out farther, exploding in the midst of the patrolling guards, the edge of the explosion only a few meters away from the brute. Had he been any faster just then, leaping into the guards, he would have been bathing in fire right